everybody, and welcome to the 90s. So I'm here at Cheddar Gorge with Rhys from the Lone Ranger Motoring channel. Now, this car has been on the channel a couple of times before, but not sort of in depth. So we're going to go and have a look around Beryl, the Metro. Hope you enjoyed this one. Right, so this man needs no introductions, but anyway, Rhys, welcome back to Flatcap Motoring.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. So yeah, we're back in the 90s.
Oh yes, back in the 90s.
And having a look around Beryl.
Yes, Beryl.
Yeah, Beryl. So why is the Metro called Beryl?
Well, it's the very first owner's name. Because it sounded, what happened was, when my grandfather first bought this car back in December, we had the actual receipt for the car, the actual original receipt from the original dealership when she bought the car, and her name was Beryl. And it sounded so old-fashioned.
Yeah.
And we decided, me, my granddad, and the dealership bloke decided we'll name the car Beryl. Well, and that just stuck with her ever since. It's I don't know why. It's literally we just sat in his office, just laughing our heads off, going, "Beryl, the Metro," and it's literally stayed with the car ever since.
Yeah. So let's go over what she is then. So what's the story behind it then?
Right, she is a 1990 Rover Metro Mark III 1.1S.
Yeah.
It's with Rover 100 alloy wheels.
Okay, all right. So were these a standard, or were they optional extra? Or?
They were only for the bigger engine cars at this time of this car was bit made.
Okay.
But these alloys have literally come off the Rover 100, which is the 1995 car onwards.
All right. Okay.
But in other parts of the world, when the Mark III Metro first came out, it was Metro in the UK.
Yeah.
In other countries, it was the Rover 100, so they just unified the name.
Okay. All right.
And gave it a facelift.
Yeah.
But this is the Mark III.
Okay.
Out of the two variants, the differences between this and the other two Marks was the fact that the suspension front and back are interlinked with each other.
Yep.
Unlike the Mark 1 and 2, which should have been, but cost cutting made it so that never happened.
Okay.
And the Mark 1 and the Mark 2s had the old A series mini engine.
Okay.
Whereas this has got a whole brand new K series engine.
Okay, well, we'll have a look at that now then. Oh, feel the power.
Feel the heat coming off it.
Okay, so engine spec.
Yes, this is a 1.1 8-valve K-series engine with the carburetor, which you can't see because it's underneath this air filter.
Okay.
It has 60 brake horsepower.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yes, back in the 90s, you're going bloody hell, Rover.
Steady.
I know. With quite easy to work on. You can virtually get your hands on. There's the gearbox right by here.
Alright, yeah.
Starter motor's just right by there.
Yeah.
You can still see on some of the parts where Austin still had a name.
Alright, yeah, okay,
point,
yeah.
Because when this car was launched, they dropped the Austin name.
Right, okay.
Because they believed that Austin had their time, so Rover decided to drop the Austin entirely. But they're still, up until like somewhere midway through the life of the Mark III Metro, they did stop putting the Austin Rover badges on the cars.
Right, okay.
So this is a very early car. This was built roughly around May of 1990.
Okay.
Because the car was released in April of 1990.
So this is an early Mark III
Yes.
then. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Because it was registered the 26th of August 1990.
Right, okay.
Well, the original owner, she actually paid £8,000 for this car.
Bloody hell. It's quite a lot for a 1990s car, considering other cars were quite a lot cheaper at the time, weren't they?
Yes, but what helped with Rover with this is the fact is that fair enough, it may have been a little city car, but they had the build quality still at that point.
Yeah. It's pretty standard then, Rhys, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Apart from one or two things.
Okay.
The radio's been changed because people always like to phone me at the worst times, and they always expect me to answer.
Yeah, that's understandable though, you know, Bluetooth connectivity and things like that. So
That's the. But apart from that, the only other modification, apart from the wheels,
yeah.
wheels which happened this week,
Okay, yeah.
the exhaust.
Oh. Can we hear it, please?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. So is this a relatively new acquisition of yours, or from family?
It's from family, and technically it's a relatively recent buy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mix of both really. It's a recent purchase for myself and off a family member, because my grandfather turned around and said to me a couple of weeks ago that he could no longer look after the car to the best of what it deserves.
Yeah.
So he offered it to me. I had, because I found the car for him originally, I didn't really give him more than 10 minutes to think about it. I literally went bang.
Put your hand out, yeah.
Because I knew how good the car was.
Yeah.
This was before the hydroelastic suspension needed to be adjusted.
Yeah.
It was on the crab a little bit.
Okay.
And sadly, the first day I had it, I got a massive hole in the downpipe.
Hence why your nice new shiny exhaust.
Yes, that's the only reason why the exhaust was put on is because where I live is...
You broke it.
Yes. Yes, I'm happy to admit that.
There's a tractor crowd, Rhys.
Yeah, always try to. As much as Bell lately.
It's surprising how much attention it gets, isn't it? I mean, we just had a chap just come up to us just then and was wanting to know a little bit about it.
It's I've had a couple of people come at weeks and they're like, I passed my test in one of those, or I used to own one of those.
Yeah.
And how on earth has that survived in the condition it's in? And did you clock it?
Yeah.
Because the lackage of mileage.
No, she's all genuine.
Oh yes, MOT's history proves it. All genuine.
So to really get to know it, you're going to have to go have a spin on.
Oh yes, of course.
Come on, then, let's go.
You can't have it right.
Got to have a
That's the only
spin.
way. And we build up the speed to power.
Could have chosen a worse place, couldn't we? Going through Cheddar Gorge for a little spin.
Oh, this is one of the greatest roads I've been on in a very long time, and I'm glad I suggested it.
I'm glad we came down here then.
Oh yes, this little metro, it shows what the Rover wanted with the Mark III, as well as the fact that it's still got that mini handling, but at the same time it's got comfort and luxury.
It is comfortable actually, isn't it? You know?
You got quite a lot of power from the K series engine, and the K series sadly gets a lot of bad mouthing because of the head gasket issue.
It sounds good as well, doesn't it?
Oh yes, she does.
it's definitely, yeah, definitely mini vibes, isn't it?
Yeah, you can definitely tell it because originally when the Metro first was created, way back in the early, they were designing the Metro during the mid 70s.
Yeah.
And the whole idea was that they wanted a car as small as the Mini, but have more doors, or
Okay.
slightly bigger.
They did a concept, didn't they do a concept of the...
Yes, they did. Absolutely,
Mini
years
and a
ago,
full.
and it did do one.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, due to cutbacks as normal British Leyland,
yeah.
they didn't make it.
No.
And
Thanks, BL, for screwing us over there.
again,
Oh no, I'm held up by a Duke again.
oh yeah, a car that doesn't know what the speed limit is
Yeah,
and where the pedal on that is.
the old plug for cardboard here.
And yeah, you're loving that. It's for you, mate. It's in your courtesy car.
Tell you what, there's a very happy man at the steering wheel. First car vibes, isn't it?
Oh yes. Come on, Bill. Yes. You need a bloody supercar when you get cars like these. Put a long life exhaust on it, and take it to a road like this. You don't need supercars.
That exhaust complements it so much. Doesn't
Oh
it?
yes, I love it.
It was long life, I think.
Yes, it's long
Yeah.
life, and I thoroughly recommend everyone to go to long life if you want an exhaust or for a car, any car, doesn't
Yeah.
matter what car or van even. They'll do anything.
Good customer experience. and
Yes,
everything,
100% fully recommended. It was the car went in at 9 o'clock in the morning.
yeah.
It was done by 4 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
And
So was this a full system, or was it from manifold back, or?
yeah, that's full system.
Yeah.
This was full system. Main thought, first of all, I wanted only the from the back part of the exhaust, but I said no, I wanted full system, stainless steel.
Because you had a hole in the front of it.
Yes, thanks to myself.
Oh, good stuff. So running costs?
Running costs in the 4 weeks I've had Beryl now.
Yeah.
I've been to. She must be doing roughly around 45 miles to the gallon.
That's not bad, is it?
And for a 1.1 with a carburetor as well.
And she's 30 years old.
Yes, she's 33 years old in August the 26th
Okay.
of this year.
Yeah.
And fair play to her, she's got more than enough pull to keep up with modern day traffic. She keeps surprising people because they look at her going, how the hell can she do that?
Yeah.
And that's the joys of the K-Suit.
It's so nippy, isn't it? I can't get over how nippy it is. And that little rasp as well. It's just...
Oh yes, the problem is now, including after the exhaust has been done, she's egging me on all the time, and the problem is I can't say no.
What else I like as well?
What's that?
It smells like a Rover.
Oh yes, that's the one thing I love about this car is that
If you've ever owned or obviously driven Rovers, you'll know they've got that distinct smell, and this has definitely got that distinct smell about it, hasn't it?
Oh yes, and this is the point where Rover still making cars to last. They didn't make, near the end of Rover's life, they cut up too many corners, and things wasn't lasting, whereas this was back in 1990, where British Aerospace still owned Rover at the time.
This car won Car of the Year, didn't it?
Yes, they did. It won it in 1991.
Okay.
And
They're obviously doing something right.
oh yes.
So if anyone's looking at buying one of these, what would they be looking at? Obviously, I know that yours is a very clean example. It's been very well looked after and stuff. So if you were going to buy one of these, what things you would be looking for?
Well, make sure that rust is always sadly a killer for the Metro, no matter what Mark Metro you're looking at, from the Mark 1 to the Mark 3 like Beryl is, rust is always going to be there. If you
Okay.
can find a good one, metal-wise, perfect.
Yeah.
And if it's a K-series engine Metro, make sure, if it's the 1.4 Metro, make sure the head gasket hasn't gone on, and you can check that by trusting the cap, oil cap off, checking if there's no yellow gunk in on that cap. Because if it does go, the engine's had it. It's no point through skimming it, because you will always have that weakness then
Yeah.
in the engine.
Yeah. Okay. The 1100's great.
Yeah, the 1100. The only downside of the K series, which Rover did do, as they made the bigger engines, they didn't make it bigger as in size. They just made the cylinders bigger and the
Right.
cylinder walls
It's thinner.
thinner and thinner, to the point where head gaskets were inedible.
So you'd be better off with a smaller engine.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 1.1, and you get everything you want from it. Hell, at
Yeah.
one point, everyone who knew me, he said to me, "You sure you're going to be happy with 1.1?"
Yeah.
And I didn't think it at one point either.
No. You wouldn't think driving it, would you? That it's only a 1.1 engine. It's very very sprightly.
Oh yes,
Definitely.
when she wants to go, she hates hanging around.
Yeah.
And she literally, all she wants to do is go.
Yeah. Very cool little retro car that you can use every day, innit? Yeah.
It is my everyday runabout right now. And, bloody hell. But I love tubes to bits.
Yeah.
But this, I think, is so much better. Tubes, you felt like you had to put your foot down most of the time to get the full joy out of it. Whereas this, you don't feel like it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get what you know.
Fair enough.
The MX-5, you have got to drive it, and you like properly drive it to enjoy it. You know.
Exactly. Whereas this
is just hilarious at all speeds, isn't it? Really?
Oh, yeah. And the looks that people give you when they see you in a 90s Rover, they're like, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know Rover was still around.
Yeah. It's a survivor. It's definitely a survivor, isn't it?
Oh yes, everything's all original on there.
Yeah.
Regarding paintwork.
Mm.
And literally, I've checked all through the MOT history, and I think 1 year she done that about 100 miles.
Okay. Probably to the MOT centre and back.
Yeah.
Nah, good stuff.
Right, so Mr. Flatcap is now beyond the wheel of the mighty Beryl.
Aye. I'll tell you what even though, like I said, it's 30 years old, it just feels modern, you know what I mean? Surprisingly, I'm actually surprised how modern it feels to drive. The pedals are very close together, as you can probably imagine.
Oh yeah, 90s cars for
Yeah.
you.
But yeah.
This guy's already got a smile on his face.
Oh. It's cracking it. Oh. Love cars!
You can't beat them.
No, yeah. Can't believe that. Like, even though you've got no power steering or anything like that, it feels perfectly normal.
It
You know,
does.
you can just jump in it and go. You know, don't have to think about it or anything. Obviously, it's like Spitfire. Obviously, I drove on the last episode.
Yeah.
That was more. You could tell that obviously it was a lot older because, you know, everything was sort of over to the right and everything like that. You know what I mean? And it felt like, a lot more raw and like you had to adapt to it. But this, you can just get in and go. It's fantastic. It really is. And for a little 1.1, it's got so much grunt.
Oh yeah,
it's surprising how
got
much.
more grunt than people think.
Yeah, it's such a revvy little engine.
Sure, it's the case.
It's cracking. I love it.
One happy flat cap motoring presenter.
It brings you it's first car feels, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, this is exactly like you feel when you drive your first car. Like this is sort of the age of cars that we had. You know?
Oh yeah.
With your exhaust on the back as well.
I had to think that this car was brand new when I was 1 year old.
Yeah, this car's older than me by 2 years. I love it.
You're getting quite good at driving all the cars that's older than you.
Yeah, I know.
It's been Malcolm, Jubes, and Yang yesterday,
Yeah.
and now Beryl, the Metro.
Yeah, I picked this road for a reason, so I know it really well. I know this road really well, so.
All legal limits, boys and girls, all legal limits.
Legal limits, yeah. That's why I say, like, you know, you can enjoy this car at any speed,
Yeah.
you know, whereas the Mazda you need to be doing, I think, over a certain speed to be actually
Yes,
enjoy it. But,
of course, I agree with you. It needs to be over at least 30 to 40 miles an hour minimum.
Yeah.
Whereas this, you can do legal speed limits and still enjoy it.
yeah, absolutely.
It and with the hydroelastic suspension as well. A lot of people used to say lots of different things about them, but
Yeah.
this is very, very smooth indeed
Yeah,
for a car of this age.
absolutely. No, it is a pleasure to drive, and thank you for letting me have a go.
You're very welcome, my friend.
Thank you.
And I had to share. They always tell you to share things when you're growing up, so
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Parenting advice.
Yes. It's when if I do ever have children in school and they turn up with a nice car, it's called "I Want to Drive."
Yeah, that's right. So guys, there we have it. Another awesome little retro daily. Thank you, Rhys, for coming to see me, as always.
You're very
It's always
welcome,
been a
my friend.
pleasure.
Nice
Guys,
to
if
get
you
back
like
on.
this one, just remember, hit that subscribe button and give the video a like as well. So from myself and Mr. Lone Ranger in himself, until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Ta-da!